Hey guys, Kevin here in Japan with a Saturday vloggity. I'm going to work. Sometimes I work on Saturdays. yeah, so that's where I'm going. So it's later than I would normally leave for work, and it's a shorter day, but you know, money's good, so good money is good money. So most often I take my bicycle to work, and I'm not supposed to be taking my bicycle these days. For the last month and a half I've been training it, but recently, the last few days, I've been taking my bicycle just because I want a little bit of exercise, because I don't get exercise at all these days. So I'm taking out the trash, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing. You gotta separate everything. So you got your garbage here, burnable garbage, as they say, household items, household waste, cardboard, bottles and cans, plastics, and appliances and furniture, which you need to pay about 300 yen or more at the there's a community office where you got to pay money to get the special sticker, or they won't take it away. Some people are pretty cheap, and they'll there's a lot of people who don't want to pay that fee, so they'll just like literally load up things like refrigerators and microwave ovens and TVs into their car and like drive off to kind of rural areas or remote areas and just throw them off the side of the road. That happens a lot, not exactly around the area where I live, but some other parts of this island where there's no people living. So you go for like a walk or a run or something, you'll see like a lot of appliances just laying in a ditch, and you're like, hey, what's that all about? That's what it's about, people being cheap. Just got myself a big bottle of sweat, Pocari Sweat. I don't know why, I usually don't drink sports drinks. I have no idea why I decided to get this one today. Just an impulse buy. I'm not planning on exercising. I have not exercised. I did not drink too much last night or anything like that, so there's no hangover, because you know, I'm just at home uploading a podcast. But so I don't know, why not sometimes, guys? Just why not live on the wild side and get a sports drink that's named after sweat. Japan. Alright, we're going to the train station. Train's coming. Weekends it comes only like once every 10 minutes. Well, it does come once every 10 minutes. Not like exactly once every 10 minutes. Weekdays, this time of day, every couple of minutes. So it's supposed to rain today, but I really hope not, because where I'm going to teach, we take the kids outside to play after we eat lunch, and if it rains we can't do that, and they get shack wacky like I do. So I love going outside to play, so I'm hoping the rain will hold off until after lunch. 100% chance today. So I'm just thinking of something as I was walking along. I wanted to talk about something that's come up from time to time with other people. It's with regards to community here in Japan, like of makers, like a makers community. So like, I mean, there's different terms that have been thrown around. The most recent one was J-vlog community, and I gotta admit, guys, that I don't feel part of any community anymore, and I'm gonna make the argument that there is no community really anymore. At least not in the way that there used to be. I mean, back in the day, there used to be, you know, YouTube creators would all help each other out, contact each other regularly, and there are some who do make an effort, who are, you know, really into that. But from what I see, in my vantage point, what we would call a community are basically, there's a kind of a core group of very successful YouTubers who make very good money doing it. Some of them, quite a few of them, are professional YouTubers now, and they have a community. They work together. They help each other because, of course, it makes sense financially. You know, if it's a career, you want to help each other and have a community in order to support your career and support your friends' careers. You know, be allies and all help each other out. And it's all about back scratching, right? So that completely makes sense. Then there are like a lot of much smaller YouTubers who kind of hangers on, kind of like looking for like crumbs to fall off the side of the table, and hoping that if they can be seen with these people or in videos with them, maybe they can make a few bucks too. You know, some people who are very sensational and just try to do anything to get hits. But for the most part, I mean, like all the people that I used to consider members of the community, when I was like kind of talking about being a community member, those people aren't around anymore. They've either left Japan or they don't make videos anymore. You know, Kurt Bell and John Jansen and Fat Blue Man and 11 Colors and a lot of people, they've just either left or, like, you know, even, you know, my buddy Jim Mullins, who I love dearly, he's up in Shizuoka. He hasn't been making videos in months and months and months. He hasn't even been making his podcasts anymore. Just like he hasn't been creating. And, you know, for whatever reason, I'm not judging. It's, you know, we all don't create for certain reasons. But yeah, so it doesn't really feel like I don't feel like I feel like I'm a lone wolf these days, guys. I'm a lone wolf, just doing what I do. I make my videos for you guys, and that's it. I don't actually chat with anybody or communicate with anybody. I do with regards to the podcast. As far as the podcast goes, I like to try to think that there's a bit of a community there, but there's really only a few makers here in Japan who are podcasters. But yeah, I don't know, just some feelings. Now I'm on the train. So, and I gotta eat my breakfast right now, which you kind of shouldn't. You hear some people say that there's like a rule in Japan that you shouldn't eat like on a train and stuff, and normally that's if it's a crowded train. But this local train, every day I'm on this train, I see people eating their breakfast. Like Japanese people eating their breakfast. Every day. Yeah. Put the car all to myself. So yeah, so I see people eating every day. So I'm gonna have a peanut butter sandwich and drink some coffee. Yay. Guys, this is Akashi Station, which was recently renovated. Took me more than a year to do. This is 7-Eleven, mini 7-Eleven kiosk. KFC down there. This shopping area, I haven't been in here yet. It just opened a few weeks ago. Over here they got a bakery, Mr. Donuts, there's a Starbucks, all that jazz. Shops and stuff. That's a great bakery right there. Really awesome bakery. There's Mr. Donut. There's 7-Eleven. And there's stuff. Hey guys, I can hear life. Winter is definitely over here, this part of Japan. I hear bugs in there. You know, it was 16 degrees yesterday. It's gonna be 17 today. Cherry blossoms are on their way. Plums are already here. Man, winter just didn't happen this year in the Kansai. It really didn't. Now it's gonna rain soon though. But spring showers, right? Some footage of the train. I wonder how long this takes to get to Osaka, actually. Yeah, so the day kind of went cone-shaped in a way. I'm on my way home. It's pouring rain. Train's behind me. The smell of yakiniku is in the air, which is amazing. So that's like barbecue, Korean barbecue. There's a restaurant underneath the tracks. So as I'm on my way to work today, okay, quick background. My daughter, Rena, who's 2, going on 3, she was born with a ton of food allergies. And my wife was really on top of things from the get-go and bringing her to some amazing allergy specialists at the Kobe General Hospital. And you know, we get regular blood tests done and testing work, and eventually, as foods were gradually released to Rena, she overcame a lot of allergies. Her wheat allergy, egg allergy, a lot of the dairy allergy gone. So peanuts, we knew she had an allergy to peanuts. So she'd had the blood work done. 6 months ago she went to the hospital, got tested, ate peanuts, tested, da-da-da-da. And we were told, according to the blood work and kind of like what the doctors saw and witnessed, basically she had a very mild, low-end peanut allergy that we didn't really have to worry about. So it was okay to gradually release peanuts to her, have her eat some more and more. So this morning, as I'm on my way to work, my wife sent me a message saying that she'd given Rena a little bit of peanut butter with some bread this morning, and she instantly, her throat started closing and hurt, and she started breaking out in a rash all over, and it got worse. Her eyes started swelling shut, and my wife, we got the special medicine. It's not an EpiPen. Maybe that's something worth investing in. Special medicine to give her if we suspect like a really serious allergic reaction, like, and maybe, you know, to prevent anaphylaxis or anaphylactic shock. So gave her that medicine and then took her to the hospital. And they kept her there and gave her some more medicine and observed her for a while. And my daughter's been able to go home. Hours later, saw another picture of her, and her eye is still all weird and stuff. And scary stuff, man. Like, food allergies are not to be messed with and not to be taken lightly. For anyone out there, if you have serious food allergies, man, I feel bad for you. And you know, be careful. Parents out there like myself who have children with food allergies, be vigilant. Always be on guard. So that was a very interesting turn. So we'll have to see what goes on. Again, an EpiPen might be something worth investing in. And to be honest, I should get off my lazy backside and get to the hospital and get tested for wasp and hornet and bee allergies, because I think I have possibly developed an allergy to bee stings. And you guys know me, I'm the bug lover, man. I love bugs like it's no one's business. But when I was a kid, I was swarmed by hornets, stung dozens of times, if not almost up to 100 times. And after that, I think something happened. So like a few years back, I was having a beer at a pub in Canada with my brother on the patio. And you know, when you're at the patio pub drinking beer, a lot of hornets still get attracted because of the sugar in the beer. The hornet stung my leg, and it was ungodly excruciating pain for days in my leg, days. So that's not right, huh? So maybe I should be getting you know, maybe I need to be carrying around an EpiPen too, in case one of those friggin' Suzume Bachi comes around. All right, on with the vlog. Let's continue. I just wanted to show this mean, because look at this, look at all this sushi in the supermarket. It's an advantage to live in Japan. That awesome sushi in the supermarket, just in the supermarket shopping. Sushi rolls. What's up, right? Craft beer, beer, craft beer. You guys see this nice selection of imported beer, craft beer, all that stuff. Pretty crazy here. And it's gonna really just, it's gonna fill up the station in moments. There's some kind of concert going on. There's a concert hall on the island where I live, so often on the weekends it's just packed with people. Yep. And there we go. Some kind of concert today too. So almost home now. In the train station. And well, I'm leaving the train station. And it's interesting. Earlier in this video I talked about my views, that my opinion that there's no such thing as a community anymore here in Japan. As far as YouTube goes, I really don't think there's any community at all. And it's interesting, I was just chatting on Facebook with another YouTuber who's been doing it for quite a long time here in Japan, and he feels the exact same way that I do. So there you go. Yeah, you know, it's kind of, us old dogs feel that way, which is fine. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't need a community of other people to support me, because I mean, I can just make content all by myself whenever I want. I have no aspirations of making money or being successful at this. This is something I do simply as a hobby. You know, I'm an educator, and I've got some pretty cool ambitions for that in the near future. In the next couple of years, they'll be taking me to some cool places, some things that have come, especially like doing the amazing professional development workshop I did last week in the Google training. The Google training really opened my eyes up a lot. I'm actually on my road, on the way now to becoming a Google educator, a Google certified educator. I've been doing my studies and preparing, and we'll move forward with that. It's all about becoming innovative, you know. But yeah, and I mean, you know, the knowledge I've learned over the years from being a YouTuber, I'm actually starting to kind of like funnel that into my classroom. and make that really meaningful from an education standpoint, which is cool. I mean, like, you know, I guess all the skills I've learned from making video blogs and learning how YouTube works, paying off in a way I never really thought I would. But I mean, again, I have no aspirations of being a professional YouTuber, because I mean, who wants, you know, as a 40-year-old guy with a receding hairline, you know, gonna become a superstar? I don't think so. That's okay. But yeah. So, but actually, you know, it's really cool. I'm just happy that in the last few weeks I've gotten into making more kind of long vlogs again here on BusanKevin, because really this channel has been just kind of, I was not quite shuttered, but like not very active, right? There's not a lot of content, and that's because it was always just, yeah, it's so freaking busy. But honestly, I mean, as you can tell in the last few videos, the editing is very simple, very straightforward. That's just because I'm like taking a ton of videos using my iPhone, and I'm editing them all together using the iMovie app on the iPhone, and then uploading them directly to YouTube. And that's the only way this is going to happen. If I wasn't doing it that way, it just would never happen, because my two computers at home are really old and they don't work well, and they're always struggling, and it's just awful. It's a painful experience to try to edit anything on them. So the fact that I can kind of slap stuff together in the iPhone makes it doable. Essentially, it makes it doable. Yeah. Okay. So I'm almost home. Can't wait to see my little girl. My poor little girl who had a horrible allergy today, a horrible allergic reaction. Oh, my little girl. I should stop by. There's a convenience up here. Let's get lost, and I should stop in there and get a treat for her and Kai. For Rena and Kai. Ooh, okay, let's do that. I'll show you guys Rena before I call it a day on the video blog. How's your eye? Your eye's ouchy. What made your eye ouchy?
It's just my peanuts.
Peanuts, yeah, your eye's ouchy. Are you okay now? Is your mouth ouchy? You're playing the Thunderbirds of Kai? Okay, well, I'm glad you're Genki. Okay, hold on a second, okay? Let's see your eye in the light, Rena. Rena, can you look at me? Rena. Okay, darn peanuts, huh? No, peanuts are bad to Rena.
See the acceptable. I eat the vitamin.
You had a vitamin?
I am Sky Sappy.
Rena's watching one of her favorite shows. Peppa Pig.
George are drinking orange juice.
And there's Regina Ningyo, which is beautiful.
Noisy little piggies.
George, look at all the tiny bubbles.
Alright guys, that's it for this video blog. We're done for another day. Life in Japan. Real life in Japan. Check the links below, guys. Episode number 99 of the Just Japan podcast is out. My podcast, my weekly podcast about Japan. Links below. If you're not familiar with the Just Japan podcast, you should really check it out, because if you like Japan, you'll like it. Links below. Check all that stuff out. If you like the video, click like, whatever that may be. Subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. And thank you for watching. Kevin here in Japan.